Here are 5 crazy business etiquette customs I've learned in South Korea. Here, John, have some bug soup, my MBA professor suggested as he brought a spoonful of Beondegi soup to my mouth. Don't freak out, I was thinking to myself. Just open your mouth and eat it. I took a bite and literally just swallowed without chewing. My classmates laughed at my reaction as I basically told my professor, no more. This is just one example of the crazy business dinner situations that I have been in since I've been in South Korea. I didn't know what to think at that situation, whether I was eating bugs or that my professor was feeding me like a baby. Here are 5 crazy business etiquette customs in my experience. Number 1, treat business cards with the utmost respect. Koreans take pride when giving out their business cards. Receiving a business card is like the equivalent of being invited to a family barbecue. I'm just joking. But they treat it quite personally. Receive and give business cards with 2 hands, if possible. Put the business card on the table next to your hand. Don't put it in your pocket just yet. If you need to take notes, write it on a notepad or on your phone. Number 2, use 2 hands when shaking hands. This is extremely important because it shows much respect to the person you are shaking hands with. Koreans normally will bow without shaking hands or using 2 hands when greeting each other. Unlike Western greetings, Koreans don't use a strong handshake since it might show dominance over the other person. Use a softer handshake instead. Also, Koreans will often support the right arm with the left hand as a sign of respect. A good thing to note is a very common way of shaking hands is usually putting your left hand here right above the wrist. If you want to show more respect, you just have to move that left hand up the arm. You'll see a lot of, regular office workers, when they're shaking their hands with like a much higher superior, they will hold their armpit even. That's like the ultimate sign of respect. Number 3, speak quietly in public spaces. Whether you're on the bus, the subway, or at a lobby, keep your voice down when talking. Koreans tend to speak quietly in public areas, especially on the subway and on the bus. Speaking loudly is assumed as rude behavior and will get many stares. Number 4, business titles. Koreans love to address each other by their job titles. It's like their ranking system. Normally, when someone is a regular employee, they'll just address themselves as an office worker, or something vague like that. But if they have a chance to show off their job title, they'll usually do so. Don't be surprised when they call each other by their job title with their last name, instead of just Mr., Mrs., or Miss. Number 5, and this is my favorite one, leave some room for dinner. The best way to conduct business in Korea is to have a Korean meal. Koreans see this as a way to spread their culture, as well as time to relax and casually talk with each other, although they still use a lot of formal speech and language. What I mean by speaking casual is to kind of let loose a little bit and get to know each other more on a personal level. Many business meetings are conducted this way. Be prepared to be offered many alcoholic drinks and meat. If you are not especially excited about any of these, just kindly let your host know beforehand. Here are some basic tips to know when you're dining with Koreans. Don't be afraid to share your food. Koreans have a concept of sharing their food with everyone on the table. So if someone gives food to you, just kindly accept it. Koreans drink a lot. There are many rules to Korean drinking, so I won't cover all of them. Just know when pouring or receiving any drinks, use 2 hands. Also, Koreans never leave a glass empty. So if you see an empty glass, make sure to fill it up. When drinking, turn to the side like this. Never stare or look straight forward since it disrespects senior members at the table. These are just some of the business etiquette rules that I've learned since I've been here in South Korea. What etiquette rules shocked you? Do you have an interesting Korean business story? Share it down below. We would love to hear from you. We want to share as many of our personal experiences with you so that we can create a nice community together and create a positive experience. So when next time you come to Korea, you'll know exactly what to do. I'll see you in the next video.